Hey everybody, it's Gaming Centaur here, and welcome back to another art time-lapse video. This time I want to be working on a fan art that I've been actually wanting to sort of do for a while. Well, get the video out for a while, that is. But it's a mermaid, it's the mermaid form of Shantae from the Shantae series. I hope you guys enjoy. Before I get too deep in it, I do want to address something. Yeah, this footage is from early to late August. And that's the main reason for that is just because I haven't really gotten around to doing the art time-lapse until now, actually. Yeah, I know. I've been basically putting off even posting the artwork because of it. And honestly, that probably wasn't a smart idea in hindsight. I just really want the videos and the art to be released alongside each other. But honestly, maybe it's probably for the better if I did just release the art first. Oh well, it's here now, and I'm just glad I finally got this done. The process for this image was actually a little bit different than how I normally do my artwork, and that's mainly due to the fact that I wasn't able to draw out the tail on paper, mainly just because I actually ran out of space, so I ended up doing the rest digitally. And honestly, it felt like both a hit and a miss. Like in some ways, I felt like I was able to control like the lines a bit more just to help out with the hands and the tail as well. But in other cases, sometimes it does just feel better to me just to have it on paper and then scan it in. Maybe later on I'll probably use paper less, but for now it's a vital thing that I actually kind of need. So a little funny thing about this artwork is actually, for the reference I was using, I was mainly using the one that was mainly shown on the Kickstarter for Shantae Half Genie Hero. And apparently she doesn't have like the tentacle things around her shoulders and her chest. And I ended up making another version of the image just to sort of go with the sprite that is in game. So, but honestly, I kind of like doing variants sometimes, so I'm all okay with that. While normally I just use the line tool for the line art and then end it there, for this one I ended up just sort of using it to go also over the line so that it's sort of on its own like color layer, so that I can like fill it in later. And the reason for that is because the lines are actually on multiple different layers. So basically how I normally do it, basically just like magic wand over like the completed layer and then just fill it in that way. That's not going to work here. That's really not going to work here. So basically I ended up having to do this way. It was a little tricky. It was definitely tricky and kind of time consuming, but honestly I'm still happy that I at least got that part down and done. So there are multiple reasons why I wanted to do this little fan art. The first one being that basically Shantae was actually the first game, mainly Risky Revenge was the first game that actually got me into platformers in general, and that was mainly thanks to the Mermaid form in Shantae's Risky Revenge. And so yeah, why not just do a little bit of fan art of that? The second reason is also to celebrate the fact that I even completed Risky's Revenge and Pirate's Curse during like the summer, so that's just something I really wanted to do. And the third reason is just because I also wanted to sort of try out a new sort of style. So, well, not a new style, but just try to get better at a current style that I was working on at the time, and still am. Because I followed the shading style on the reference so close, this ended up becoming more of a... the best way that I can put it is probably just a more practice with the cell shading style of shading that I do want to get more practice in. I know the first time that basically I really tried it out was with the contest entry from 2018 of the two mermen just having fun in the sun. But I still want to practice that out, and this ended up being a great sort of test run, Though at the same time, I do just worry about getting too close to the source material sometimes, because then the line starts blurring on, like, did I take more reference than I should have? That's just me being paranoid, though. Wow, it actually kind of feels like it's been a while since I've opened up Photoshop. Mainly just because the only reason why I even open up Photoshop is mainly to help with, like, doing complex backgrounds. And this one is no different. While right here you're seeing the sort of, like, wide version, this is mainly just one I want to have for my patrons, because I really like these sort of wide paints. I was hoping to use this for either a lock screen or a background, or just like something that I really like. And because I thought, hey, how about you just give it to my patrons on Patreon? And that's kind of why there's like also a border there, because when I release it publicly, that's where it's going to basically be focused on. Even though, like, I'm going to, like, make the whole background. And yes, it is quite fun, for me at least. So I've done this kind of thing multiple times, but I kind of just wanted to try it not only in, like, Photoshop this time, because, like, the last times I've done it, it's mainly been in Paint.net. But I also just wanted to sort of do it with the brush tool rather than, like, the lasso tool or something, because I just wanted sort of to have that kind of, like, cool pattern in it, that cool little canvas pattern that, I don't know, I feel like you get that from it sometimes. While I did really like it, I do feel like that, like, I had to make it a bit more transparent, like duplicate some of the layers and just, like, erase it so that it looks how it is, so that it doesn't really stand out. It's like, oh, it doesn't really look like water at all, so I had to do a bit of trickery there. Coral was definitely a bit difficult to do, at least for me. It was just like trying to make it just like nice shape and properly, and then basically making it good enough, and then just basically kind of copy and paste. It is kind of lazy, but with how detailed and how like busy kind of to make the background is, I didn't want to spend like hours upon hours just doing this. I felt like how I did it, that was good enough. That was good enough, even if it almost looks out of place against Shantae there. overall done, it still felt a bit empty, mainly just like the top section, even with like the sign going down upon the ocean. So what I ended up doing is sort of making sort of mock versions of the fishes that you see in Shantae's Revenge, and make it look like it's far off in the distance. The same with the ship, honestly, because I just felt like there's something that needed to be in like the left corner there. And that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I actually really enjoyed doing this piece as well. Just really sorry about like getting it out so late. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, please just share it about, honestly. And that's about it. GG, and see you later.